Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Diaz, VP of Strategic Partnerships at AMWINS Connect, and today we are here to discuss Benefits App. Simply put, Benefits App is a mobile app on one's phone that allows an employee to self-serve their benefits information throughout the year. From what I've seen, Benefits App is easy to use, multilingual, and can also send mobile messaging when it comes to your employee benefits program. If you want to provide employees with one place to go for everything they want to know about their employee benefits, Benefit App is the way to go. To help us better understand the features and benefits of Benefits App, today we have Rich Wicklund, Managing Partner at Benefits App, who's going to take us through why Benefits App is the best way to implement a cost-effective mobile strategy. While this webinar is going on, please put any questions in the chat box and we'll get to them at the end of the presentation. Rich, welcome. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Peter. We appreciate the opportunity to work with AMWINS and be featured on your store. We look forward to working with your brokers and their employer groups and ultimately their employees. We start with the question, what is your mobile app strategy? So Benefits App as a platform solves a significant challenge for brokers and their employer groups that do not have a mobile strategy and would like one. Benefits App is the fastest, least expensive path to mobile benefit strategy for brokers and employees. And the question is, why now? Mobile is today's remote control for life. I say, why remember anything if you have a smartphone to help you? I remember my wife's birthday, her phone number, my kids' birthdays, but I don't know their phone numbers. I have a hard time with dates and things like that. I use my mobile phone. So people really use their mobile phone today as part of their everyday life. And I like to joke that by this time in the presentation, everyone's looked at their phone at least 5 to 10 times. Employers were surveyed in 2021 by Voya Financial, and they found that half the workforce report they don't completely understand their benefits. 78% of millennials want more communication throughout the year. In a recent article by McKinsey and Company, they interviewed ING Bank, and their leadership said, look, if you don't exist in mobile, you really don't exist. So mobile is definitely a platform that needs to be addressed and also in benefits. So Benefits App is an app for everyday life. We streamline all interactions with a single cloud-based platform. It drives increased efficiency, transparency, access. It increases satisfaction, retention, and can be used for recruitment. Benefits App is one app for all apps. So we're a connected ecosystem where clients can streamline, control, and provide easy, direct access to information employees need where they live, which is on their phone. And this really speaks to the question of, well, why don't I just go to my carrier app? There's so many apps out there, people are getting app fatigue. And what we do is we consolidate them all into one mobile app, Benefits App, that is an ecosystem where employees can find everything that they need to know in one place. Our app is dependable. It's backed by our development platform partner, which is Salesforce.com. With Salesforce, we can support all major languages. What you see on the right here is our version of Spanish. We offer all major global languages. Benefits App is secure. It's always available. It's up to date. It's secure. It's compliant. We're HIPAA compliant. It's integrated with all platforms and is highly available. The platform itself has an icon library. We have buttons for everything. And if we don't have a button, we can create a button for you, custom buttons. The app itself is a native mobile app, so it's available on the app stores. In fact, you could download Benefits App during this presentation if you like. With mobile comes the ability to do mobile messaging. So we have a messaging component, and that messaging includes SMS, push messages, and in-app banners. These things can be served through a self-service portal, or we offer support in a full-service manner to help you do messaging. So you can you can broadcast SMS text messages, you can broadcast push messages. The in-app messages require a little bit technical expertise. So we do that in a full service environment for our AMWINS clients. Benefits made mobile, we say are benefits made easy. We put all the information right into the pocket of the employee. So they know what benefits they have, what elections they have, how if they need to ask a question securely, they can do that through the app. They can look at their plans. And we also have the ability to let them know if they have the company know if employees have flu symptoms. We did that in COVID-19 with our COVID-19 toolkit. We have a vaccination toolkit where you can submit pictures of your vaccination card front and back. The time savings alone of that was significant for HR teams. So the product really helps you save time and communicate with employees in a mobile way. The product is very simple to use. You download it off the app stores, you register. When you register, we simply need a company code and a member ID. We don't need to know an email address. A lot of large groups don't give email addresses to their employees. So employees are sometimes reticent to use their personal email address in a work environment. So all we need is a group ID, a company ID, and a member ID, and they can register. They register with their phone number, and then they have access to information, benefits information, guide information, and their profile. The app can be customized, so we have a lot of different buttons, or what sometimes people call tiles. We have a variety of these that you can choose from. You can also add your own, and they can be customized to your specific needs. Sometimes we have clients say, hey, I've got a blog. I'd like to put it on there. I've got a video of our CEO. We can add that in with a custom button just for you. We also do messaging, as I said. So these are enhanced or timed or triggered messages. We could send out a message to an individual, say happy birthday or happy work anniversary. We could send it out to groups for open enrollment. And that could be specific to groups within certain regions, holidays, or any kind of messaging that you want. That again is SMS texting, push, or in-app messages. We also allow you to upload identification cards, so you can take pictures of your IDs and load them and store them within BenefitsApp. We have a toolkit for dependent verification, where employees can securely upload documents required for dependent verification. And that information all is maintained in your Human Resource Officer portal, which is a secure portal that you can access. It maintains the security of all that information. Additionally, we have many other features. We have surveys, directories, and a growing list of new features. Our survey tool is pretty cool. It features our integration with MailChimp or SurveyMonkey. And if you have surveys that you've developed in SurveyMonkey, they integrate easily within BenefitsApp. So now I have a demonstration. So let me pop out to my phone and show you a live demonstration. Live demonstrations are always fun, especially for the guy giving them. So you see BenefitsApp on my phone. It's a nice bright icon, the word BenefitsApp. We get a lot of compliments on the word BenefitsApp. Some of our competitors have odd names. It's easy to know what a BenefitsApp provides you. So as a human resource officer, when you ask your employees to download an app and you say, download BenefitsApp, they've got a pretty good idea of what they're going to get. When you launch BenefitsApp, the first thing that you want to do is you will register. So you'll see the register here button. I click on register here. And what we do is you put in your first name, last name. Email address is not required. Company code would be, for instance, it could be AMWINS or X Corp or what have you. Your member ID is typically your last name and your last four of social. We do this because family members can use BenefitsApp as well. And everyone's usually pretty familiar with their obviously their last name and last four of their social. You enter your mobile phone number, that's validated. Your mobile phone number becomes your username. I'll talk about that in a minute. You select your language preference and then you register. So when you then, once you're registered, you can go into BenefitsApp and your username is your phone number. So we've gone to what's called a passwordless login. In fact, you don't even have a username. So you don't have to remember, what's my username? What email address did I use? What's my password? You don't have to remember any of that. You just use your mobile phone number, you hit login. Interactively, as that happens, you get texted a code, a 6-digit number that you plug in here. Mine's 513843. And I verify. I'm verified interactively. This is a very secure process, something called two-factor authentication. And then you're into BenefitsApp. At the top of the app, we see X Corporate and AMWINS. That is your place to customize the app. This can feature your client logo, the client and broker logo, or the client and AMWINS logo. Where it says Benefits 2003, that is a plan name. And a plan is for typically classes within your organization that include benefits afforded to that class. So you might have a union plan versus a non-union plan, a salaried plan versus a non-salaried plan. And those different classes have different benefits afforded to them. So BenefitsApp is set up for the enterprise. It can handle different classes, different regions, different language requirements, et cetera. One of the first things we have is quick links. You can contact your plan administrator. This can be connected to your HR department. It could be connected to your representative at AMWINS. It could also be connected to an advocacy company. This is where an employee can upload and submit a question in a very secure fashion, right from BenefitsApp. They can click on upload ID cards and take a picture of their ID cards and load it right into BenefitsApp, and it's stored there, up to 20 different ID cards. We pull out your benefit providers, and we have click to call, click to email, click to web features there. We can also feature things like a national day calendar. So for instance, if I have an open enrollment day coming up, or I just want to add April Fool's Day to my phone, I could add it to my phone, and that puts that calendar item right into my life, into my phone on my personal calendar, which is nice. It really integrates your benefits into the employee's life. Furthermore, down here, we have our buttons. So we have some clients with 9 buttons. We have some with 3. We have some with 15. You can have as many buttons as you want, and you can add buttons or remove them throughout the year. I'm going to click on Benefits Guide, and here you'll see when I click on Full Benefit Guide, we are displaying a PDF version of your benefits guide. And so we can display PDF files for any purpose. Furthermore, we take a full benefits guide and we break it into components. So if I click on medical, I can go in and look at my medical coverage options. If in the census file we receive election information, we can include that. If I click back into medical, I can go find a doctor. I click on find a doctor. We are agnostic. So if it's United Healthcare this year and Blue Cross Blue Shield the next year, that's fine. It's always up to date within BenefitsApp. You could drill down into that mobile-friendly website right within the framework of BenefitsApp and never leave BenefitsApp when you start to discover that information. Same thing, for instance, with dental. If I click on the dental icon, I can go find a dentist and always know that I'm in the current carrier at any given time. And so let me go back to my homepage. Other features might be contacts. We have surveys, et cetera, videos. You can add as much as you want or remove as much as you want. I'm going to go back to my presentation now, and if there are any questions, we can ask them at the end of the webinar. So the product's a full service product, so you pay an annual license, and you have a contact at BenefitsApp who will help you create the BenefitsApp, deploy it, help you with messaging. But we also have a human resource officer portal where you get access. So for instance, if employees submit sensitive documents, they're stored securely within our portal. We have the ability for you there to send out push notifications as well as SMS messaging. We help with the in-app messaging like you see here, which is like a banner within BenefitsApp. To get started, you can just call your AMWINS representative and they will help you with the process. We have a dedicated email address at BenefitsApp, which is amwins@benefitsapp.com. Your AMWINS representative will submit a client order form to us online. That order form will then result in us contacting the employer and the HR team with a work order and a non-disclosure agreement. And then typically a BenefitsApp will be ready within a few days to 2 weeks. We have a landing page at BenefitsApp, which is available at BenefitsApp/AMWINS, where we have more information about the AMWINS solution with BenefitsApp. You can download the app from there. We also have a video that you can watch that describes the product and the solution. And that's available as well as with different brochures, new client package, forms, and things like that. So that is available to the AMWINS producers and representatives to share with employers and employer groups. So with that, Peter, I'm done. I think we can open it up to questions. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
Yeah, there are a few questions. This one's pretty interesting. What is the one benefit current users tell you they didn't anticipate really liking about BenefitsApp once they got on it?
To be honest, people think it's very easy to download, install, register, and use the app. It's a very fast process. The app is relatively small. A lot of people don't realize, but apps can be 50 megabytes in size. We're 10% of that size. So when I was giving the demo, it was very quick and easy to use. People like the buttons. They like the ability, like I don't like to call people anymore. So the ability to submit a form with my question and have that response to come back to me by way of email is really attractive to a lot of people. They also like it because a spouse can use BenefitsApp. Often employees may have access to behind a firewall, a portal, an HR portal, and that's not necessarily available to spouses. So spouses can have access to information. They can log in, register with their own unique ID, or they can share the employee's ID, depending on how that information comes to us with the census file. And so that's what they find, the feedback that we get. Honestly, the HR teams like it too, because it opens up a communication channel. It helps them save time. If they can not have to answer so many phone calls, and if they need to collect information, do that by way of the app, they find that to be very handy. So that's also feedback that we've received.
That's good. You touched on this in the presentation, but can you just go over again how this app differs from just going to a carrier's online website?
Going to find a carrier website can be challenging. If my spouse were to call me and say, hey, where do I go to find a doctor? I'd say, well, go on and find Blue Cross, search on Blue Cross Blue Shield and look for a doctor there. Well, you'll get every Blue Cross Blue Shield website in the world. And so with BenefitsApp, being able to say download BenefitsApp and use that as a resource is easy. So she can find the Care First website. And then within that, you can always be prompted to download the carrier's own app. And so, if you find the need to do that, that's fine as well. We find a lot of people just need the basic information, maybe a virtual ID card to utilize the services. So just the ability, we're a collection ecosystem of apps, and people find that to be very convenient.
Rich, you touched on this. So when I sign up as an employee, who else can access the app?
Sure, great question. It's really dependent on the employer, Peter. If the employer wants to send us a census file with only members and only employees in the census file, only the employees will be able to register. However, if they send a census file with spouses or family members, each with a unique ID, those family members will be able to download, register with their unique ID, and access BenefitsApp. They will also show up in the related contacts section within BenefitsApp, so you can see your family members within the app. Alternatively, a spouse can also use their spouse's employee ID and register with their phone. We don't mind that. It's just one unique ID. So again, it's really dependent on the employer, and we leave it up to them.
Mobile messaging, when someone sends a mobile message, does it put a number or some sort of note on the BenefitsApp icon so there's a mobile message waiting for you?
Yeah, so great question. When a message is sent, an in-app message is sent, or a push notification is sent, there'll be a little dot, so to speak, on the app icon on the phone. It's not intrusive at all, but it does let you know that a message has been sent. Obviously, the three modes, you've got SMS. So SMS just shows up in your texting area. And that's pretty obvious to people because people SMS all day long. It would send a push notification. It usually shows up in a notifications window. Mine flashes on the top of my screen once in a while to let you know a message has been there. With a push notification, if you click on the push notification, it will launch the app and could take you to the app homepage, or actually to what we call a deep link within the app. So maybe if it's related to a new benefit or open enrollment, we could drop right into the app to that page that's specific to that message. And then in-app banners pop up, and those can be targeted to any page within the app. So let's say you click on a particular new benefit, it might pop up a three-page carousel of features of that new benefit. And again, the notification is a little like a nub that shows up, a notification symbol on the app icon that makes it obvious that a message has been sent. So
Terrific. Well, there aren't any other questions at this point in time. What would you like to say to wrap things up?
I think that's about it for us. And I think we're coming up to the end of the webinar. I appreciate it, Peter. And we look forward to working with you and your team and everyone at AMWINS this year and into next.
Thanks for your time today. And I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more about this in the future.
Thank you. Bye-bye.